So, have you worked them out? Have you answered all the questions? Like, have you solved for the examples? Because I can't give you notes without working through the examples. You wouldn't know what to do. So, area of two-dimensional figures. We're going to find the area of a rectangle. I didn't put these in boxes. If you notice that mine were color-coded on Google Classroom, yours should be too. You can use colored pencils, markers, colored pens. I don't care. But this is kind of the first time that you're starting to see formulas, and a formula is how to solve something with plugging in certain values. Boxes always need to be around a formula. So I put a box around this because it's important. I didn't put a box around the parallelogram one, which I should have. My bad. But I think I did it later on. Yes, so this is a formula. This is a formula. This is what C equals for circles. This is not necessarily an official formula, but it's how to find a radius and a diameter if you're given one or the other. I need y'all to stay focused. This is also a formula for trapezoids. For finding the area of trapezoids, triangles, and then the area of a circle right here, pi r squared. Ma'am. Yep. Grab the... Hey, where's my pass? Oh, okay. All right. So for starters, this is easy. This is a review from elementary school. An area of a rectangle is found by base times height, length times width, same thing. Now, the reason why we stick to base times height in 7th grade is because when we move on to the volume formula, we're going to have a base and a height of the three-dimensional figure. So right inside my square or rectangle, I'm going to write my formula, area equals base times height. Then I'm going to substitute. That means plug in the values that I need. What is my base? 8 meters. And what is my height?
6 meters.
6 meters. So this is just 8 times 6, which is what? 48 meters squared. Now, the reason why I'm putting meters squared is because area is square units that cover a shape. So if you're looking at graph paper and you see the dots, or not the dots, the little squares, boom, 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 boom. And then you have little squares here. You see the squares? Well, they're supposed to be squares, they're rectangles actually. But this is how I would calculate the area. Count the units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count them going across for the base and count them going down for the height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a 6 by 7. This would be 42 square units. Okay. All right, over here. Base times height is my area formula. What's my base and my height?
9 and 12.
9 times 12 is?
108.
108 feet squared. Also, when you're writing this exponent of a 2, make sure that it's small. It is superscript, meaning it's up at the top and it is tiny. Do not write feet squared because then that looks like feet times 2, and that is incorrect. Parallelogram. A parallelogram, a rectangle, a square, they all have the same formula to find the area. It's just base times height. I have to white this out a little bit, but I've got the same parallelograms you have on your paper as I do on mine. So area equals base times height. What's the base and the height of this parallelogram here? 20 times 9, which is simple. What's 20 times 9? 180 centimeters squared. Over here, area equals base times height. What's my base and my height? 8 times 11, which is 88 centimeters squared. Those are easy. Moving on. Triangle, half the base times the height. A triangle is usually half of a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral being a square, a rectangle, even half of a trapezoid if you cut it diagonally. Okay, so I'm going to take that same formula, but I'm going to divide it by 2 this time because I only want half. So for this guy, it'll be area equals base times height divided by 2. What's the base and the height here? Hold on. Base times height. What's my base and my height? 17 times 10 divided by 2. So half of 170. What's half of 17?
No. 8.5.
Okay, so then what's half of 170?
Okay.
So then what's half of 170? Multiply that by 10.
8.
How much?
8.5.
Times 10 though. I don't need the decimal. 85. 85 inches squared. Is this the one where I wrote meters in inches?
Wait, it's a triangle, so would it be square?
Yes, because it's square units. That's like me if I had all these lines here, it is going to be square units, and then I'm still going across. Okay? Still going to be square units. Down here, another one. Area equals 1/2 base times height. What's my base and my height here? 14 times 5 times 1/2. What's 14 times 5?
70.
70. And what's half of 70?
35.
35 yards squared. Trapezoid. Area equals half base 1 plus base 2 times the height. It can also be written as such. Base 1 plus base 2 times height divided by 2. Same thing. Okay, I'm combining the formulas here for a triangle and a parallelogram. So I need to cut something in half because here's my triangle, and then I also need the parallelogram or the rectangle or whatever's over here. So what's my base 1 and base 2? 7 and 13. The order doesn't matter. I could do 13 plus 7. I could do 7 plus 13. I will still get what? 20. 4 is my height. That is perpendicular to my base. And then I am dividing by 2. What does perpendicular mean? No, it makes a 90-degree angle. Okay? Not side by side, 90 degrees. Now, 13 plus 7 we said was 20 times 4
60.
over 2. Let me show you a trick. Simplify. What's 4 over 2? 2. Cross this out. I'm left with 2 times what? 2 times 20 is 40 meters squared. Okay, last trapezoid.
No, 8.
Base 1, base 2, add them, cut it in half. There we go. Get rid of this little dot. All right. What are my two bases?
8 and 14.
8 and 14. What's my height? 6. Bye-bye. Hello, 2. Thank you. 8 plus 14. 22 times 6. Cut in half. Who do I want to cut in half? The 22 or the 6? Does it matter? Nope, doesn't matter. Cut the 6 in half? Sure, what am I left with? So times 3. What's 22 times 3? 66 feet squared. Now, if I would have multiplied this out, 22 times 6, is 132. And then if I would have divided that by 2, I would have gotten 6 and 12 and 66. Okay, just showing y'all how you're supposed to get the correct answer either way. All right, circles are a whole brand new beast. So C equals 2 times pi times r, or C equals pi times diameter. That is my circumference. It is the distance around the circle. So I'm literally going around the circle. Area is the area inside the circle. Okay, it's how much space it covers. Pi is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. We represent it as approximately 3.14. Okay, it is calculated as 22 divided by 7. These two, formulas are going to lead to the same answer for circumference. One involves a radius, and the other involves a diameter. My R got cut off. So down here in your notes, or your examples, what would this part of my circle be? Half is the what?
Half of pi.
If you recall, not half of pi. If you recall from your notes from yesterday, what letter have I just traced? D. So this is the diameter. Diameter over here equals 16. So what letter would be over here?
R.
R. So radius would be 3. My diameter would then need to be doubled, and my radius would then need to be halved over here, because 2 R's equals 1 diameter, and half a diameter equals 1 radius. So what would the radius be over here? If I want to go from here to here.
5 by 2.
Good, which is what?
18. I mean 8.
8. Then over here, if I want to extend this, how long would this whole line be? 6. Okay, we'll pick up here tomorrow. Get ready to go.
This is the shortest part. Yeah.